Yo, what's going on, everyone? Here we are then. This is the kind of big one. Welcome. Just gonna get everything set up here, guys. Wait for it to pop up on the page. Here we go then. I send out a ping to everyone. Welcome all to the second session of the NRUK season. Sending out some links on Discord to advertise, and yeah, welcome everyone who joins the stream. This is going to be very interesting. The first championship points of the season are up for grabs here. Who is going to do it? We'll find out soon. But yeah, it's a big session today. You know, people disregard qualifying quite a bit, but it's going to be a huge advantage when it comes to Sunday, which is tomorrow, and race day. Welcome Bobo, welcome Nitro to the stream. Glad you can join us. We're just going to wait for a few more people to join, and then once they're in, we can get going and get started with this qualifying run. Welcome Delello. Let's not forget to mention Zachary Dello was fastest in first practice yesterday. On Friday, quick 44 motor-based performance Mustang. So yeah, if you're on the stream, come in, say hi in the chat so I know you're here. And yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. Just give it one more minute, guys, and then give it a few more seconds, and then we'll get into the game to make sure that we get this qualifying run going. Right, and it's changed now to 9:22, so let's go and start this qualifying session here. 20 minutes around the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. That's the setup we're using for today, and it's a big point on the line. It's not big, but it gets you off the mark early. Remember, the person who qualifies on pole position, in fact, earns a bonus point. And of course, that could be big going into the Sunday, as there's 3 races that take place on the Sunday. So starting on pole could be an advantage, but let's see what happens. Welcome to everyone who is watching the stream and is tuning in. I'm sure we'll get more people in the further we get into the session. So 20 minutes then. This will take place in the happy hour period. So we can get a group qualifying done. It's not just single car quali. This is a group qualifying session to see who will start on pole position for tomorrow. Best of luck to all the drivers out on the schedule. And without further ado, let's let qualifying commence. 30 drivers have the opportunity to be on pole position for the first ever race in the NRUK Dunlop Custom Series. Which one of these 30 cars is going to do it? As we head into the happy hour period. Who is going to be the first on track? And it's a lovely sunny day out here. And of course, the first out on track is Niall Bensky. Now let's talk about a little bit more about this man. In fact, he was the first out on track yesterday. He crashed on the opening lap, then managed to post the quickest lap time in the entire session, before once again crashing out at the end of the session. It was a very eventful practice for the 32 Sicily Motorsports Chevrolet Camaro. And much alike, first practice, he is the first out on track here in his Cataclean car. A few others coming out here, Samet Ozcan, but he's going to have a clear track in front of him. 20 minutes then. It's not as long to set down a lap time. You've got to get them in early, but they're only a 45-second lap or around that. So you've got plenty of time to put down a good lap. Let's see what happens here as Bensky takes to the track. And hurtle it down turn 1. Paddock Hill Bend. One of the toughest turns on the NRUK Dunlop Custom Series schedule. It's a turn that goes around. It's got that gradient as well, going from downhill into the up. And let's see what Bensky can do here. He's just a 51 on his opening lap, which isn't that fast, really, to be honest with you guys. But this will be a good indication of how quick this car is and what sort of setup they have brung to the qualifying session. So far, we've had no calamities. We already had one by this time yesterday. Bensky then across the line. What lap time can he set? The first driver that set a lap in qualifying this season. He will go across with a 47.169. You'll need to be a little bit quicker than that to go to the top of the standings. See who else is going to come out here. Carter Friesen coming on to the track next to Bobo Jones. And we're just going to see who can set in a decent lap time here. Here's Matt Johnson, Marcus Sacchi. Oh, Adam Lease taking a very interesting way around that turn. And he almost wrecked Sebastian Kukulon. Almost contact there between those two. And Jay Jefferson sets down a pretty tasty lap there for Accelerate Motorsports. Here he is on the outside. So maybe the outside of Paddock Hill Bend is a good way to do, as him and Delello almost have a collision there. So Jay Jefferson is the fastest here, but still got to wait for the field to process these opening couple of laps here. Of course, 20 minutes in a session, that is a very long time still. We'll wait for the whole 30 cars to cycle through before we get a proper indication. But Jefferson has the fastest lap time so far. The only one so far to break into the 46s. So, JJ, that'll be a very good start to the season for Accelerate Motorsports. They should be delighted with that one right there. Off the front turn, we're still on board with Niall Bensky. Who else should we go and cover? Let's go and cover... How about the one of Riley Spurley Tube? West Surrey Racing should be in the top 10 pretty comfortably. Who else? And here goes actually a new driver to the top of the team. The timing sheets. This is Cobra Sports Racing's Jose Mills, who will go to the top of the leaderboard right now. Spurley Tube sets down a pretty decent lap as now the cars start to get into that 46-second range. So Mills, Jefferson, Spurley Tube, Wells, and in fact, there goes Mitchell Collins. He now leads this session. Oh, now Sam at Ozcan to the front. Spurley Tube going wide off there through the grass. So it's changing very quickly here. Sam at Ozcan for Halford Uasa. Here he is. He's now to the top of the leaderboard. So it's chopping and changing at a pretty good rate right now. And now goes Peter and Jack to the top of the standings. So you can see they're all changing pretty early on here. So we have closed off the first 5 minutes of the session. And the opening lap times here, rounding the 46.5s. I think the quickest lap time we saw yesterday was a 46.1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I feel like it was. But maybe these guys have had to tweak their setups. Maybe we can get them faster since the first practice session. And Peter on Jack right now does lead the timing sheet. What can you do this time? Not that much, but in fact, Jose Mills once again goes faster than on Jack and back to the top of the leaderboard. Very nice from him. And now Spurley Tube to the top. So you see, this is changing very quickly. Any driver can start on the pole realistically here if he has a solid lap time. And breaking into the 46.4s is Riley Spurley Tube right there. So also I talk about Zachary Fitzwater Senior going in the second for BTC Norlin. Good lap time from him. And it's one that Adrian Flux forwards off there. That's Marcus Sacchi in the 61. Taking an interesting line for that. Let's see what we can do through the turn. Gets back on course. We saw an issue in this turn yesterday during practice. That could be held to pay during the race. Let's see what happens there. But they've all been keeping it clean so far. And Riley Spurley Tube is the fastest right now in that one car. Fitzwater second. Third is Jose Mills. Fourth, Peter on Jack. And just saying the fifth fastest lap time of the session was Nathan Orman. Now it's Mitchell Collins and Carter Joey that have gone to the front. So very, very interesting here. See, Joey and Collins right next to each other here in this line of cars. So maybe that's a good place to be on the track to set down a good qualifying lap. As this top 10 and top 5 continues to ever change. Carter Joey is currently the leader. Gets a good exit off the turn. Can he improve his lap time? There goes Mac Johnson to 4th position for Team Shreddy Racing. That's a nice job and a nice lap from him. And down through Paddock Hill Bend again goes Carter Joey. Him and Collins doing well. Welcome Sebi to the stream. Where's Seb? Currently 13th. You're right. You are Seb. So improved from the practice session to say the least. Bloody hell, Jake Richardson and Dylan Ebrahimian coming close to contact there. So Sebi currently running 13th. I mean, they were dead last in practice, so the trade price cars have definitely fixed up him to a better setup, and that's proof is in the pudding right now. A nice 13th place run for him during qualifying. Second on the leaderboard now, Owen Finley for BTC Norlin. We see this lap, it keeps on changing. Peter's P8 currently, yeah, but you were at top at one point during it. So, on Jack was fastest at one point, but it's currently Carter, Joey and Mitchell Collins who lead the way at 46.2. Considerably faster than the rest of the field. That's a nice lap from Carter Joey. It's going to be tough to beat. Second is Mitchell Collins. Welcome Peter to the stream. Welcome Seb to the stream and everyone else who is watching. Third, Owen Finley. Fourth, Spurley Tube. Fifth is Mac Johnson. Sixth, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Seventh is Jose Mills. Eighth, Peter Onjack. Ninth, Nathan Orman. And 10th is Keegan Thompson. Some of the cars here come at the pit lane for a fresh set of tyres, including Kukulon in the 8. Let's find Onjack. So Onjack was fastest. He has now fallen down the order to 8th. But the order keeps on swapping and changing. But tell you what, that lap that Carter Joey has set down is going to be incredibly hard to beat. He's 2/10 quicker than the rest of the field right now. And if that is the lap that wins in the pole and the first point in the championship, then you've got to give the plaudits to him. It's a hell of a lap. And it's going to take some beating, really, from the rest of these drivers. Delalo, then, who, remember, was the fastest in practice. He now sets his lap time to put him 6th on the order. Delalo up to 6th. See if we can find him on the racetrack, unless he's coming in for a fresh set of tyres, which I guess he's not. Where is Delalo? There he is, on the track. We've seen quite a wide range of leaders go at the top of the leaderboard. Carter Joey, Mitchell Collins, on Jack was there at one point. Spurley Tube. Joe Jefferson, in fact, was even the quickest at one point. He's now fallen down to 21st, so his run has not been up to the standard that he would like. Of course, Accelerate Motorsports probably are going to struggle this year for a decent race paces. I think Kukulon took the off-road route through that turn, and now through Surtees. Can he get a decent exit? He might be able to. Can he improve on that time? Potentially. Keegan Thompson goes 9th, so that moves on Jack back down to 10th on the grid. Across the line this time. Kukulon cannot improve. Pardon me for that coughing, guys. In fact, here's Carter Joe's teammate, Samet Ozcan. So the zebra stripe, the orange zebras, you can kind of call them like that. Currently look quite fast. Halford Yuasa Racing for Toyota. Both both Ozcan and Carter Joey have a quick pace in qualifying for sure. Whether they can transfer that over to race pace, then that's to find out. But 27 is running the 8 hard here. This is only a qualifying session, but Ozcan wants to get past Kukulon. Is Kukulon going to abide? Not yet. He was right on the back of the bumper of the 8 right there. So the top 10 remains unchanged as we go into the final 10 minutes of the session. Carter Joey, 2/10 faster than the rest of the field right now. Is currently earning that first championship point. You never know how crucial that point might be come the end of the season. Someone again goes off-road there. Might have been Bullen in the 15. potentially run wide onto the grass there. Is Eli Bright in the 9. Logan Cloud, Jose Mills. There is Peter on Jack for Team Shredder Beat Racing. Currently 10th in the standings. Oh, Friesen with a bit of a loose, well loose off the exit of that turn. He had the back end out on that thing, but he keeps it straight and keeps it set on track as someone else has broken into the top 10, and that's Dylan Ebrahimian, who is third fastest. What a superb drive from Dylan Ebrahimian. And talking about the drivers entering the top 10, there goes Logan Cloud to 5th for Pertec Racing. That's a nice lap. But Team Hard is not a great team on the grid, and Dylan Ebrahimian is working absolute wonders there to get them to 3rd in this qualifying session. A hell of a lap. I mean, it could be just a contest for 2nd right now, because I don't think anyone is going to break that 46.2 lap of Carter Joey. Yes, you are in the 21 Nitro, Bubbo Jones. But the top 10 are as followed. P's in the 48, not the 44, Kukulon. DeLello's in the 44, just for your info. For the future. And here we go, through Paddock Hill Bend again. Let's see if we can find Dylan Ebrahimian, who set down a just incredible lap time. There he is. For Team Hard, a team that does lack quality of equipment. You have to say, they're not the best team on the grid. Ebrahimian's currently running 3rd. Sebi, you blind, man. Ebrahimian's currently running 3rd. Thompson at 11th. Then we go back to Monaco, who is currently 19th. And Rainey, who's currently in last position. So, see how good of a performance this is from Ebrahimian right now. Hey, if you thought that was a 48, then sheesh. Here we go then, the 25. Then what can you do? You're very blind. Have my glasses, man. Oh, it is getting tasty. Kukulon and Ozcan still scrapping out here in qualifying. Like, guys, you're not racing. This is something. This is qualifying, These guys are not backing off at all. Owen Findlay goes to 4th in the standings. And then the Lello going wide too in the 44. So we're racing in qualifying. Who cares? But 5 minutes remaining. Can you can't? Love that, Seb. There is Sebi anyway. Where he's running currently? Still at now 18th in the field. With 5 minutes remaining, is anyone going to knock off the 25 of Carter Joey for Halford's Yuasa Racing? It's a hell of a lap. It's like 2/10 quicker than the rest of the field. I mean, that's just a blistering lap. We have to see if when he set it. He's talking about a bit of a battle here. Spurley Thompson and the 12 of Sebastian Dupain going for a bit of a scrap here. But let's see, can anyone improve on their lap time in the final 5 minutes of the session? So for your info, guys, tomorrow there is 3 races. They're all going to be premiered, not live streamed, with editing. They're going to be awesome. Please be there. The races are, of course, the most important thing. Dupain going way off there. Off the road. That'll ruin his lap time for sure. Someone has got into the... And Fitzy goes 2nd. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to the 2nd spot. He breaks into the 46.3s. It's not enough to get to the top of the leaderboard, but he is 2nd right now. So, Fitzy putting on a good lap. He's back to his best in the NRUK, but he would love a pole, wouldn't he? He would love it. But I tell you what, this 25 is going to look pretty unbeatable right now. But yeah, 3 races tomorrow. Please be there, guys, because the races are, of course, the most important part of the race weekend, and I would like as many people in them as physically possible. And then we're into the final 3 minutes of the session. Who is going to do it? Who is going to come out on top? Probably Carter Joey, but we can see if anyone else can improve. Here's Mitchell Collins, who currently runs 3rd in the standings. So he's doing a nice job for Adrian Flux Racing. The top 10 looks pretty unbreakable right now. For the rest of the field, you can see that on Jack runs 12th. There's Ormond in 13th. Jefferson broken into the top 20 now. Currently Mathis Wells and Niall Bensky, the lot are the slowest cars within the field. And with 2 minutes remaining, is this going to be the first point of the season heading the way of Carter Joey in the 25? And here we go. You know, I should stream at like 5 Eastern time or more often, because it seems like we have more people in the stream then. But thank you all for guys for coming out. Thanks to Nitro. And Joey comes in. He thinks he's done enough. Time will tell whether someone can put in a good lap time here in the final minute and 40 seconds. Is anyone going to do it? Can anyone knock off Carter Joey? I mean, I don't know who's going to be on a good lap time here, really. To tell you. Can't really tell who's going to knock anyone off. And if they're going to do it later. Remember, DeLello put on a lap time at the end of the session. I mean, that was right at the end of the session. The last few seconds, DeLello went to the top of practice. Can someone repeat that feat today? Or is Carter Joey going to be on pole for tomorrow? Down the front stretch here with Jose Mills, currently 10th out of the 30 cars as we're into the final minute. But it is Fitzy P2. Remember, I said that a few minutes ago. Fitzy is having a good run right here. But here he is, Carter Joey going to cut on the track for the final 30 seconds here. And the top 10 look like they're not going to change. Can anyone break into the top 10? Or is this man here, for an insane lap time, going to be on the pole? Ten seconds left then. And he is going to do it. Is anyone broken into that top 10? They have not. And there you go. Carter Joey is the pole position. On pole for tomorrow for Halford Yuasa Racing. Carter Joey has done it and earned the first championship point of the season. Congrats to him and the team. What was a good lap time there. And is that DeLello? Bensky breaks into the top 10 late on. Very interesting. A good lap from Niall Bensky puts him up to 7th. Just seconds remaining here. Can anyone else maybe put in another lap? Who we see the leaderboard right now? Ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna pause it there. So there you go. Carter Joey is on pole for tomorrow's race. Congratulations to Halford Yuasa Racing and the team on what is a fantastic lap time. They're going to look to, of course, convert that into a win or two on tomorrow, which is race day. As there we see the final standings. You can see where your drivers have finished here in qualifying. Of course, qualifying's now over. The boring stuff's out of the way in practice and qualifying. Tomorrow, it is race day. the first race weekend for the NRUK Dunlop Custom Series. Make sure you are there for the 3 races that are taking place on Sunday. They will be at, let you guys know, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. This is, of course, due to, I don't want to clash with the Cup Series race, which could affect viewership. That's why they're a bit earlier. But make sure you be for the first, the races and all 3 races. It'll be a much support. They're going to have editing on them, guys. They're going to be flawless. They're going to be fantastic. Please trust me on that. Thank you all for tuning in to qualifying, the ones who have. Thanks to Nitro, Seb, Peter, and Delano for all coming in. I'll probably stream later these sessions in the future. We seemed like we had more viewers yesterday when we streamed at 5 instead of 4. We've only had like 4. But thank you guys for the much continued support. Tomorrow, the real stuff starts. The good stuff starts. And we'll see you all then. Thank you very much, guys. See you on Sunday. And thank you very much for watching.